Okay, now I invite all of our designers to come back and join me on the stage, please.
বীজ থেকে মানে বীজের আগে বামে পার হয়ে বামে
We've all seen the beautiful fashion where using sustainability to make sustainable fashion pieces. So now I'll introduce our designers. You can learn more about them. We'll have a discussion about sustainability. So first we have Anur Hidderjay, who is the founder, creator, and designer for Shimosha Nai, no problem. Shimosha Nai is Anlor's passion project, which provides an important outlet for impact and creativity outside of her day job as CEO of Fashion Theory. Shimosha Nai finds underrated beauty in broken and rusted surfaces. They manufacture and produce gender-neutral accessories. This includes hats, caps, bandanas, bags, tote bags, pouches, purses, and all of their products are made from surplus factory materials and upcycled. Next, we have Mehnaz Chowdhury, founder of Broke. Mehnaz is a cultural activist and zero-waste designer, deeply connected to Bangladesh's riverine and coastal artisan communities. She founded Broke, a circular streetwear label that made an award-winning documentary film, Once There Were Rivers, which highlighted the socioeconomic challenges of Jamdani artisans near Chittasalichka River. Her recent work is Madabari Tales, which highlights the artistry and resilience of coastal displacement of Madabari women that also travel to Japan. Next we have Rumaisa Koyam, owner of Old Trunk Dhaka. Rumaisa is the founder and owner of Old Trunk, which is an Instagram-based thrift store that sells items saved from landfills and factories, secondhands, antiques, upcycled like the beautiful creation she's wearing, and extra as a and it's taking a step towards saving the planet. Next, Humaira Khan. She's the creator of Enoki and Anikini and has crafted a well-cut styles for over 35 years. I'll pause for just a moment so you can actually hear what I'm saying.
আজকে তো সুযোগই পাচ্ছি না এখানে তো স্যার আজকে তো সুযোগ পাই কষ্ট কারণ
Her eco-friendly designs have appeared in Vogue and on many fashion ramps, celebrating women's diversity in wearable fashion. And our final panelist, Mirajul Huff, founder of Bath Store. Mirajul is a business leader and founder with decades of experience leading and building brands and digital marketplaces. He's a founder of Bath Store, a digital-first, sustainable living brand with in-house designs and biodegradable materials. Bath is a first-of-its-kind upcycled e-commerce brand in Bangladesh, featuring upcycled and recycled and sustainable bags and accessories. So, welcome all of our panel. Please join me in welcoming them for joining us here today. And we'll start out by just passing the mic around and letting each of our designers just share their thoughts on sustainable fashion and even inclusive fashion and how fashion can go beyond sustainability as well. So we'll start with Anlor.
Hello everyone. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? It is working. It doesn't seem to be. Hello, everyone. Yeah, way better. So, I came to in Bangladesh to work in the fashion industry in the apparel sector, the massive one, the one that ship like containers and containers every week. So, talking about sustainability, it's a big thing for the fashion industry. It is something that have been imposed by the buyers years after years. I arrived in Bangladesh before the Rana Plaza, which was the thing that made the shift into the social consciousness of the fashion industry. And so I have seen all the progress that have been achieved by the factories to make them behave better towards the nature, towards the workers. But yet, we have to acknowledge the fact that there is on Earth 10 times more garments that humans needs. So the first act towards sustainability in the fashion is to reuse what you already have. You should be proud about wearing something that is like out fashion, because the brands make you believe that you need something new every season just to make money. But please think about the planet and be proud about a second-hand product, about using the shawl of your grandmother, if it's still wearable. So that was the message I wanted to pass, and I hope my buyers are not hearing that. I will come later and talk about Shamushamai.
So for me, as a zero waste designer, sustainability has a very sensitive feeling for me, which basically caters around the idea that I want to slow things down. In the way we make things as well, like remind people that the importance of artisanal work is something that we identify as Bangladeshis as well. So with my work, that's been kind of like a very pivotal emphasis that I try to create is to reconnect with the artisan communities, the master weavers from Jamdani or Nokshigata, and see how we can incorporate that into the contemporary styles, or how we can reintegrate that into the future needs of the generations, so that we can continue the work that they're doing, and also in that manner, like reduce the impact of fast fashion in a way that it's more consumer approach, that we reduce the demand in our ways as well, while like in the ways how we consume the product as well. So yeah, thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Ramaisa and I'm the founder of Fulcrum. To me, sustainability is really about longevity. How long can you really make something last? And I'm not just talking about clothing or upcycling the clothing. I'm talking about fashion as a whole. I'm talking about your footwear. I'm talking about your jewelry. So what Fulcrum does is that we take all the extra materials that are left behind by the factory, incorporate them, and then make them into something new that you can really wear for a really long time, because we're all about sustainable and quite styles. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Humaira Khan. For me, what means sustainability is, holding on to your things, basically, In my 3 decades of career, I have seen clients holding on to my designs, and they handed over the clothes to their children, and they say, we love your clothes, and it's so nice that we want to keep them in our closet. So in our brand, make something that brings joy to you every time you wear it, and it stays within your family. It turns into an heirloom, and it is of the quality that you can hold on to. So fast fashion is what it is. It is fast. Whereas our designs are slower, and it is handmade, and it's organic. So in my term, Humaira Khan stands for sustainability and sustainable fashion, slow fashion. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks to Shahia, Leslie, and Dhaka Flow for amplifying alternative brands in health and wellness segment. This is one of a kind, so thanks to the team. I am Miraj. I'm the co-founder of BA. I designed my sister, elder sister, Sarah. She's here as well. She designed as well. So the idea is, in terms of sustainability, it means one of the parameters is equity. And Mayan has covered it in quite a bit. Like we have trained over 2,500 artisans in North Bengal based on digital inclusion program. So all are women. Other than that, that was a 1.5-year project. So that's rural parts of Bangladesh. But our artisans here are ex-garments workers who have 3 kids. Like Khadija Appa has 3 kids. She cannot go out for garments, come back late. So we hired her. She now gets more than what she used to get in the garments. And whenever I call her, one of her kids are crying. So the best thing is she has my machine and she's getting her outputs. And I'm kind of selling as much as we can. And we have sold over 30,000 units of biodegradables, whether it's jutes or upcycles over the last 1.5 years. So there is a market there. So people ask me, oh, this is jute, this is so nice, this is contemporary, why don't you export? I said I'm the last person to export. If jute is the most biodegradable product in the world, we should be using it. We shouldn't go for leather and plastics and everything. We are exporting the best of what we have, and we are left with the worst. In terms of wastages, garments wastage, we have a 557,000 wastage tons of wastage in garments in Bangladesh. So we should use the best of what we have and the worst of what we have. And that's how we do it. Thank you.
Thank you. So, this is can you hear me? Thank you. So our designers shared great ideas related to sustainability and how their designs increase sustainability in fashion. So let's talk, if you have some more ideas though for, like, what can each of us do specifically to make our choices more sustainable? You mentioned holding on to things, buying less, taking good care of things, but what else can we do? And sometimes you have things that you wear out and need to, or things that you just don't use anymore. So what, are there ways to that are better for just when you discard something rather than disposing? An idea that we can each take home and our own closet in our own homes used to be more sustainable.
I will recenter now my speech towards Moshanai, the brand that I have created. So the decision that I have made out of creating again something that would bring product into that earth, which I was not very comfortable with that idea. I want now what I produce and what I wear to be politically impactful. So, to my point of view, I mean, what I've tried to do with Shimoshanai is to bring a product that have a strong meaning. And what is Shimoshanai saying is, okay, I'll put back that into the perspective of who I am and what I am feeling every day. So I live in Bangladesh 15 years. And when I travel the world, and when people ask me where I'm from, and when I say that I am from Bangladesh, they all look at me like, ugh. And that's so painful. And I hate that. And I'm like, why would everyone have that perception of Bangladesh? We need to change it. And we need to change it by being straightforward and seeing the thing how they are. Yes, Bangladesh is dirty, broken, crappy, rusty, but it's so beautiful. To me, through my eyes, that's so beautiful. So I am taking pictures all around the city of broken walls, rusty buses, broken trucks, and I print those pictures on product, and I named that Shomoshanai because the message that I wanted to pass is, it is broken, no problem. Okay, it's still beautiful, and this is our beauty. You have to accept it as it is. And I want to give to the Bangladeshis a brand that they can wear to get back the pride of being Bangladeshi with how it is. So it is broken, but it is beautiful, and I'm proud of that. Shomoshanai. So it is For me, the sustainability into Shamoshanai is more about having a politic statement and having a strong. Oh, I lost my words. It's emotional. So you get it, right? Okay, cool. I will pass the message to Sunayanas now.
Thank you. So beautiful. And I think what Anne said is so something that we all actually relate to. It's about making our imprint in this culture, like demonstrating what our culture really is, like in a way that we identify it with. For me, I think some of the things that I've tried to do is initially I started off with like collecting all sorts of garments, textiles, like from polyester to nylon to whatever that I could get. But now it's something that I'm trying to be more selective in terms of what materials I work with. Like I'm trying to work with more cotton-based or like biodegradable or like something that is non-polyester. That's kind of been on my benchmark now. That how do I reduce plastic in my work and in my production as well? So that's something that I feel like is a really important note for me, and something that I'd like to share with everyone is that if we could reduce our use of polyester based or like nylon based materials, because those do not decompose at all. It takes like hundreds of years, right? And with more and more fashion activewear and everything that we're talking about, I feel that the choices for alternative materials is so important now. So as consumers, I feel like that's something that we can choose to do, that what materials we're buying is really important. So if that's something that you guys could have a look at. Thanks.
So I completely agree with whatever my previous panelist has said. But for me, sustainability is really about reconnecting with our roots as Bengalis. Specifically, if you look through our history, you're going to find that our people, we're used to getting hand-me-down from our grandmas and grandfathers and chachis and mommies. And if you look further, we're a nation which used to eat on banana leaves. And sustainability, I feel like, is so ingrained in our culture, but it's a dying art. So I really believe to be more sustainable, what we really need to do is reconnect back with our old ways, reconnect back with our culture, reconnect back with the practices that we used to have in Bengali culture thousands and hundreds of years before sustainability really became a buzzword. So what I would suggest you all to do is really connect back to your roots, go back to how it used to be, and I think that's the most easiest and really sustainable way of connecting back to Dhaka, Bangladesh, and our culture as a whole and being sustainable.
So for me to talk about sustainability is difficult because I'm a fashion brand and everybody knows that it's a luxurious brand. Yet, after about like 20 years, though people did keep our clothes for all these decades, I felt the movement needs to be done right now. We have to wear biodegradable clothes. So I started a line called Anikini with cotton and jute material, khadi, and I've been working with local artisans, providing them for their all this time. So now we incorporate regular wear, and as you saw our models, and it still looked very fashionable. So if it is fashion and it's still wearable, that makes sense. And then it makes also a worldly conscious brand. So that's what I say. Be it sustainable, be it organic, but it doesn't need to be lifeless or colorless. I believe in beauty, and I love beauty in every aspect. So we've been introducing nature in our collection, and we want to keep it like that. And hope you cherish them as much. Thank you.
Thank you, Humaira. I have a customer in Humaira Khan as well here from Ba. So we need that aspiration as well from a brand perspective. In terms of, as she was saying, colorful, I'm the other way around, minimalistic, no colors, minimalism. So if that's the style that I have an audience for, we shouldn't be overtly advocating sustainability. Rather, it fits my bill in terms of my fashion sense. Then I'll buy a jute bag. But it's people, many of them doesn't even know that this is jute made. So the thing is, it goes with my style. Then people will move because we cannot reinforce advocacy or sustainability. As she said, Lumasa, that it's a buzzword, it's really a buzzword. So yeah, it has to go with our fashion sense and everything. So I think that's the key. And one of the things she already said, biscuited in swimming so we have done it for decades now in terms of how we recycle things, and in terms of recycling it could be diversified. If the cloth is not fitting me anymore because my waist had gone 2 inches bigger, I can use it for a cushion cover or something else. I can diversify my style sense. I don't have to wear it again. I can make something else, and she's wearing something which was made for something else, meant for something else. So you can morph your style from attire to home decor, from home decor to attire. That's how we can diversify. Thanks.
Thank you. So, we're together. All right, so we've heard excellent examples about how we can make sustainable fashion choices and how our fashion choices can make a statement as well, that things that are broken, it's okay, it's no problem. We can repair them, we can reuse them. How we can use the roots of Bangladesh and the handicrafts and repurpose things. And reuse and repurpose things and upcycle products that we have. And make fashion that is sustainable accessible to everybody, and by using different materials. So with these, I think we as consumers all have a lot of options to make sustainable fashion choices that are also very fashionable. So let's go ahead and have the panelists share any last thoughts, and also please share where we can find your products, your great products that you all have. Where can we find you and the designs that you're making?
The last thought. Okay. You can find Jomosh and I very close by. We're still there for the day, and you can find us on Instagram. And a last thought that I have and that I would like to share and try to encourage you to really think about what you are wearing every day. Appearance is the first message that you give towards the world. It's very important. When you choose your clothes, you say out loud who you are, what you think, what are your political views, and so wearing something that is out of fashion should not be you should not be ashamed of that. You should put a message toward whatever you wear and be proud of who you are and say it with what you wear. It's very important.
Where can we find your product?
There, on the left corner. You can find us on Instagram.
So please follow Shamo Shadai on Instagram. Do you have a Facebook page? Okay. My last thought would be that is to love our culture, our people, our environment, everything that is around us. I think once we start loving the things that is around us, we'll start caring about them, because it's really not any one of our place to tell you what to buy, where to go, what to do. Because at the end of the day, it is your choice, right? Like, you define your own fashion and you define your own identity. So it really goes deeper down into that philosophical ideas that where do you belong and how do you really contribute back to your community, because every item that you buy has an entire value chain that goes behind it, and whatever product you buy is something that you're supporting. So if the organization is causing harm and you're buying their product, you're ultimately basically supporting them with your money. So I think that's something that I try to be conscious about, and I try to share that with my community as well. Thank you. And you can follow Broke on Instagram. It's broke.af. We're on Facebook and on Instagram as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. If by any chance, and if you ever go through the FOMO of missing out or feel like you're not that sustainable on your daily life, what I suggest is just go back to your roots. Do what our ancestors have always done, and believe me, you'll be more than sustainable than any buzzword can create a routine for you. You're gonna find Ultron near gate 1 of the entrance, and you're also gonna find us through our e-commerce site and Instagram and on Facebook.
So, I would say, I don't know what to say. I would say, make an identity. You know, just don't just be a copycat or just don't follow trends. Create your identity by wearing a style that suits you, that defines you. As others are saying, you know, what you wear just clearly first says who you are. So our brand is about identity, and though I have named it Humaira Khan at the end of this my long journey, but it has been all about who I was. And so if you believe in yourself, don't be scared to discover it. Take your time, but be true to yourself and be a proud Bangladeshi. Thank you.
Yes, identity matters. I think we get Eid Mubarak on our page in Facebook page. So that's, you gotta be loved. So the brand gotta be loved. So if you're getting Eid Mubarak for a random page, people are giving it to you, then you gotta be loved. And that takes you 30 years of legacy where she is now. And we guys will be, hopefully. So that things matters. And another thing I would say, there's 560,000. That was the number of landfill wastages from garments. So we are part of it. And that's polluting our rivers and everything. So we can, longevity matters, we should go for that. And secondly, as I said, golden fiber, jute, seagrass, 2 of the best biodegradables. We have it here, but people ask me to export. But we should start using it more ourselves. So that's the best thing to do for BA. It's www.bastore.com. We don't have a store, but it's called bastore.com. And so that's where you can buy from us, the e-commerce site, and we have social media. That's kind of it. We are a digital first brand, as Leslie Persky said. So thanks to the panel, thanks to everyone. So there's where I end. Thanks.
I'll just end it. We are here right in the corner. It's called Humaira Khan, and you can always just put in Humaira Khan in the Google search and you'll find us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. I think, if anybody has one pressing question, we could take one question from the audience. And if not, then let's thank our panelists. Thank you. Let's join me in giving them a round of applause. Thank you very much.